Welcome to another league with Gretchen AmuLIT. The meme is real. The meme is real, so we're running it back. The card was actually better than expected. I was expecting it to be 100% a meme, but it was only like 54% meme. So running it back for fun. It was a good time, so we're gonna hopefully have another good time right now. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. See you for number one. All right, we're on number one with Gretchen AmuLIT. We're facing the modern format. Nope, elementals. Think we keep this? Honestly, it's kind of awkward. It's kind of awkward, but I still think it's a keep. And now we're just gonna play tapped T West. Say go. Next turn we get to do a bunch of things. Hey, look at that. Another drive. Let's send AmuLIT a vigor. So is my opponent going to Solitude now? That would be great. Please, Solitude. Gretchen has replaced from your turn as the namesake card. The deck is now called AmuLIT Gretchen. We can transmute here. I kind of like transmuting. So I just don't want to expose another Dryad to my opponent's Solitude plus Ephemerate. That's the main reason for doing this. And now we have a bounce land in play. I think I want to Valak it. Saga was the other potential pickup there. Now what? Recent Reef? I mean, they played nothing so far. Fairy? Yeah, I'm okay with this. I don't think there's anything good to do here. Just gonna pass it back. How does it feel to be playing what is most likely the best card in Modern right now, Gretchen Titchwillow? Feels very good, red-faced. I feel like people are sleeping on it. It's definitely a sleeper. Probably best card in the format right now. Ugh. Fury, Pitching Flamekin, Harbinger. 1 mana short. Ephemerate Fury? It's kind of a spew. Hey. It's a good draw. Would you say that's a good draw, chat? Would you say that was a good draw? I think I would say that. Look at this Primeval Titan being bait. Because the real winner is actually Gretchen here, because just wins the game on the spot. Primeval Titan just being bait. Literal bait. I'm still playing around Solitude here. How's that Solitude coming, opponent? No Solitude? They did have Solitude. I think opponent figure out, oh shit, like this is actually some shit's going down right here. So can I play Dryad off of this breeding pool. I then play Bounce Land. Bounce this. I'm still 1 land short. What if I go Bounce Land, Dryad, 5 mana, up to 6? I think I have Titan mana here. I'm just out here trying to figure out whether this turn was good or not. I can't seem to be able to put a pin on it, you know? Was this turn good? Damn it, man, I can't figure it out. It eludes me. It eludes me whether this turn was good or not. Can't figure out. Well, don't really have anything for elementals, so, so there's that, I guess. No second Gretchen, turn off. I was hiding the tech that we have a second Gretchen. I was hiding the second Gretchen so my opponent doesn't know. want Radiant Fountain. I don't think Radiant Fountain is better than Cavern, actually. Clip the interview. Sure. Turn to Dryad / Azusa. I really like how I played that previous game. I really like how I played that one out. Yes. Because my opponent all along they did have the Ephemerate plus Solitude all along, and we were able to play around it beautifully. My opponent never had a chance to do the thing. Is the Titantron still a thing? When was the last time I played the deck? A long time ago. To be fair, it was never a thing. Don't be confused. Don't be confused. Titantron was never a thing. But eventually you little killing the environment. Oh wow. Brutal. It was a nice meme deck. It was a nice meme game. It was a nice meme deck for sure. Second Recent Reef. If they do have, what's his name? If they do have Ephemerate, we're probably pretty fucked here. So they're gonna go get Solitude. But Solitude is still card advantage. Ugh. Can we win anymore here? I think we're kind of dead here. It's not a bad draw, I guess. I think we want to get Saga and probably Tularia West. Saga Valakut was another option, but I think that we're going to need Tularia West. My opponent's going to draw a gazillion cards here, though. And we lose to most of those cards. I don't know. I don't think they're playing Gretchen, no. So we are technically playing the superior deck. Because we're Gretchen gamers and my opponent is not, but I still think we're not doing well. Botón derecho conceder. Nah, no todavía. No todavía, pero está complicada la mano. Opponent says my turn to shine. Shine bright. Not playing Gretchen Elemental seems wrong. I mean, it's a Gretchen meta game, right? It's just a Gretchen meta. We're just living in it. People don't know yet, but Modern is a Gretchen meta game. Chalice for 0. That's actually very annoying. Oh, hey. One, two, three. Step number one is to stem the bleeding here. And then next turn we can get going again. I mean, it's not looking great, but I don't think I'm just straight up dead. I'm okay with that. Blow him up. Definitely trading with that dude. Which matchups do you bring in the two Gretchens in for? You're on fire today. Red-faced. You are on fire. Chalice is kind of annoying. Let's assume that my opponent has Ephemerate or another Solitude. In any case, just going for AmuLIT is just better than going for map here, right? Because Primetime finds another Saga. If I wanted to. Oh, it's the bad one. It's the bad elemental. I'm gonna put that bad boy on top. All right, they found another reef. So now we're in trouble. Favorite elemental is Titania. Dude, I played Titania in paper last week for the first time. Let me tell you, it was an absolute delight. An absolute delight. Paper magic, best magic. I don't think anybody can ever argue with that. What's up, Mouthy? How's it going? Did I win FNM? I went 4-1. 3-1, sorry. I got there, got paired against my friend Perry. Round 1, and then immediately we get repaired. And then I get a bye. I'm just like, god damn it. Been waiting for like literal I guess I want to pay with the blue mana in case I need to play the Gracer to chump. Sure. Well, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome back for the second month. Looking pretty dead here. Is it Bearded Titan Terry? Yes. Terry's great. Great guy. Always beats me. Point over there, cycling omnats like a lunatic. Alright, opponent, this is all I got. Don't think I want this. I think this sideboard thing is fine. I don't think any of the other cards in my sideboard are better than Explore. Probably too slow. Turn 5. Sure. Keep, send that. Send that. Chosen 4 stops Baker and Subtlety, not through Cavern. Unfortunately. Not through Cavern. How do you feel about playing Void Mirror in the AmuLIT sideboard for this matchup, Tron and Cascade decks? I'd rather play Chalice than Void Mirror. White or red? I think white's better. I found a reef. Since I drew another Pact, I think I'm backed in for Dryad here. Best card against AmuLIT are the Evokers though. I agree, but I still don't think it's that good. And I think it's better overall against, it's worse overall, say overall against the metagame. Also, Chalice has a lot of value because you can transmute for it, which is very relevant against Cascade decks. If you're on the play, you get to transmute on 3 and then you play your Chalice for 0. No land's good. Well, opponent's got 7 cards. Hit me. How have we known naturally they're gonna cycle these 3 games? Who knows? Damn it. They get Solitude plus fucking... I don't think I can play around it this time, unfortunately. So we're just gonna get owned by Solitude. Just gonna get owned by Solitude plus what's his name? Pretty annoying. Ephemerate. Yep. Yep. I think we're probably dead at this point. Opponent gets to tutor for another one or for subtlety. I think that's just game. I think that's just game. Oops. I was thinking before we started, I was thinking whether I would want to just jam it or pour orb in this sideboard, but like it's kind of similar to Chalice of the Void. All right, off it. See if the next one. Okay, can keep this one. Ship the Vesu. No, ship the Sunhome. This Vesu I can actually copy my growth recruiter. Spiral of Canal. Munich Casual with your 1 sub. Coming back for the 2nd month. Thank you so much. Munich Casual. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. No. You don't have a land. Main deck explosives. Jesus. 1 bottom, 1 top. Lima, I think that's a follow. Split Castle, because if my opponent taps out, I can Titan them next turn. If I packed for Azusa. Gain control of target permanent. Sure. Exclamation point steal, indeed. Is the only mode in Archmage's Charm. Everybody knows that there's no other modes. I mean, we're taking these easy. Like, I'm at 17, my opponent has a 1-1 in play. Oh, they have 2 1-1s, my bad. Excuse me, opponent has 2 1-1s. That's 2. Target you. Gonna pass the turn. To go in the 75. We're making Relic and we're playing a bunch more in the sideboard, so. I think we're cracking Relic this turn. I don't think I can take this much damage. So they obviously have some form of counter magic. So I just chill. So now opponent can't attack. And if at any point they tap out, they lose. If they get very lucky, this can give them Delirium. They're leaving on top, though. How do you think of counterspells impacts in Modern? It's pretty much irrelevant, right? Just didn't do anything. It's pretty relevant. I think it's kind of fair to call it irrelevant, honestly. They played their land already, I think. So if they did, I think we just win. Counterspell is the worst card in the counterspell decks, yeah. I mean, it's just the way that the format evolved just made counterspell not very good. Mad with the 2-1 sell for 30 months. Got Monday Night Modern in 2 hours. Should I play AmuLIT or lands? I played lands this past weekend on Friday and it was awesome. Also, it was very exciting to play lands in paper for the first time. So we have to watch out for Unholy Heat, right? Floating mana there. Find an AmuLIT. Play an AmuLIT. Play this. I think this should be game with the second AmuLIT. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this is fine. So Valakut, Valakut. Play Dryad, play Bounce Land. Yeah. I think this is the best way to go about this. Well, my opponents hold it up on Holy Heat, so I know that people enjoy to see me lose for the memes, but I'm not gonna make it that easy for them, you know what I'm saying? Floated white mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. no. Unholy Heat. Could have never seen that one coming. Caught me totally off guard. Caught me totally off guard. How can I ever beat that card now? Whatever will I do? Whatever will I do? Got you at 16, opponent. 16. It's an interesting life total. So let's say that I have 286 hasters that also trample. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 16. Huh. What a coincidence. What a coincidence. Boom. Breaker. Endurance. Tracker. Relics. Font. Got those. That's the easy part. Now what? That's the easy part. And now what the hell do we do? Like tracker versus blue red. I think it's medium. Like it's good against their Blood Moon draws. It's probably not better than the other cards that I'm playing, however. So it has that problem. Could cut a Saga against the Blood Moon deck. We swapped the Relic for Chalice, yeah. I changed exactly one card. Didn't seem worth to like make a new deck list thingy. Maybe I will have to, but I don't know. Felt unworthy. Got explosives, got prime time, got endurance. I'm just gonna cut a Saga versus the BM deck. I'm like it's really yeah, but Relic map finds me my basic forest. Turn 1 Darcy. Luxac. Would you side in Relic and Soul Guide Lantern against Black Red Lures? Probably, yeah. Take 1? What? A Breathe? If only you knew. If only you knew, OP. We are short on lands though, which is unfortunate. Explosives not looking too great. With my board of 1-drops. They don't have counterspell mana. This is so greedy, but I think this is the line. Because if my opponent has another operator negate to blow up my expedition map, then I'm in trouble. I think that this is the line. You should Monke opponent. Maybe they're holding up hard counterspell. So I'm gonna get to blow up the moon, but I'm not gonna get to resolve the Titan this turn, unfortunately. We do at least get the moon out of the way. I played the land before because we drew another bounce, and this develops my mana without making me miss a land drop. If they have second moon, we're in trouble. And now, like, it's unfortunate that we found this off the top, because otherwise I could have cracked Expedition map for a cavern. It is what it is. Murktide. I mean, if they get Murktide and they don't have another land, we just win, so that's cool. Oh, they could have Heat again. Damn it, and Holy Heat's so fucking good. Can they hit? I assume that they can. It's gonna make for a smaller Murktide, but I'm assuming that they can. They just pass the turn. That's a heinous top deck. Okay. Got me. They don't have counter? Oh. I can force the Heat out of their hand? Unclear how good that is, though. I can Chalice for 1. That's pretty exciting, actually. Let's do that. Let's do that. This forces the Heat. Surprise, surprise. There's no Bojugabog. They bean the Abrade. Okay, so that probably means that they have another Abrade, I guess. Because why would they bean the Abrade otherwise? That sucks. Impact for Dryad. Explosives for 1, blow this up. Then my opponent plays No, I guess they can't play Murktide. And then they don't have 1-drops? Is that just sick? I have to 1, 2, 3, Dryad, 1, 2 to play explosives through the Chalice. We lose to removal. There's a Chalice. How are they gonna kill my Triad? The good old reverse 3 for 1. Good old reverse 3 for 1. Alright. I was not expecting Brazen Borrower. This is not stock. This is not stock, so I wasn't expecting that to be in their deck. Could be Gust. Gust is not stock either. They could have had a Brave plus. I guess they could have had another Brave plus. What's his name? I think this plan is fine. F's in chat if they have the turn to Blood Moon. Okay. We were never beating that draw anyway, so no need to no need to feel bad about that one. See you in the next one. All right. Yes, keep this in. Let's go to one AmuLIT to play around this card. We could be playing against an aggro deck, and then obviously Grazer would have been better. You think it makes sense to special prismatic ending in the board? I mean, what do you want it against? The problem with splashing for a card like that is like, I think it doesn't really help you against like Blood Moon and stuff like that, which is the things that actually give you the problems. Damn the rule, thank you for that follow. Turn to Azusa, don't mind if I do. Name Giant here. I guess we can just do this. Pass the turn. Find the bounce land now that we drew Summoner's back. I think I'm playing against soccer players. Probably not. But maybe a fan. The first thing that we get to the cute Gretchen things. Yeah, we got to straight up win the game because of Gretchen. In a situation where prime time would have not been enough. It's important for us to play around Blood Moon. Play Titan. Does double strike into ring when putting on the 2 do anything? I think so. I don't think Double Striking does anything. Suva Stronghold. I wonder if Double Striking does anything. That means we get to pay for Pact. Mr. Seri with the tier 1 sub for 13 months onto the second year. Thank you so much, Mr. Seri. Always a pleasure, an utmost pleasure to have you here. An absolute delight. I recently learned, for those of you that don't know, that Mr. Seri actually streams himself. So if you want to check out some very neat Yawgmoth or Scales action, Mr. Seri is a great follow for you. Oh, that's not a blood moon, so I guess that we win. Links from tonight will post to YouTube tomorrow. Yes, tight on o'clock, just like always. Anarchist F4, thank you for the follow. Destiny Spinner. Opponent spinning, alright. Opponent is spinning, alright. So play that. Bounce this. Transmute. Pact. Pact. Dryad. Dryad. Valakut. Top 16 the challenge playing Golden Bombardment. I will need to check that out because that sounds exciting. I really tried with Golden Bombardment. Didn't do too well with it. I guess I did well in the beginning of the format, and then the entire format just came to a point where it was just impossible to keep up with that. Walker plus Oscillate plus Bombardment is just insane. That is awesome. Is Gretchen kind of sick here? I think Gretchen may be kind of sick here. Yeah, I think Gretchen is actually kind of sick. It's a way for us to get out of their lock. I do like that. I do like that. Just got a castle. Got a saga. Sure. This hand can backfire pretty badly, but I think it's worth the risk. That's nice, so I don't have to sag on one. You have extra mana up, while Gretchen combo, you can play a third amulet and start producing mana in the loop. Yeah. I mean, you can always do that, right? Because eventually you will find a pact and you just pact for Azusa, and that just puts you +1 mana. So once you get going, you do draw your entire deck. Once you do get going, it is I don't know if I should call it deterministic, but kind of, yeah. I think I want to do this right now. And I'm kind of hoping that I get Blood Moon here. That's great. Now that's something I can pitch. That I can pitch to the fours that I'm not too upset about. That's awesome. So let's play that. Bounce Castle. And then upkeep. I'll force over there and over there. You don't have Blood Moon mana, so that's great. Sterling Grove. And they just pass the turn. So here comes 2 damage. We're gonna swing for 2. Gonna make a token, and we're kind of gonna do some stuff next turn. If I need to, I can crack explosives. If I need to, I can also force. Seems like opponent is gonna be cracking Sterling Grove here, which is fine. Sure. Abundant growth. That is fine. So how much mana am I gonna need next turn? Opponent passes. So do I need to crack to blow up this Sterling Grove here? Or can I just, I think I could just make a token. Start beating down. Oh, look at that. Sakata was gonna go fetch up. Awesome. Do we just Titan them now? Get AmuLIT. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is, I have not done the math, but this is definitely lethal. This is 500% lethal. There's no way this isn't. If it looks like lethal, it probably is. Yeah, I guess they could have Path to Exile or something like that, but there's no way they have Path to Exile, right? What kind of Enchantress player would be playing Path to Exile? But then again, on the other hand, they are an Enchantress player, though. Opponent says GG's in the chat. We got him! Fran, 1, Blood Moon. I guess we lost Blood Moon like last match, so Blood Moon also won. Let's see you for the next one. Alright. Love to see it. You actually do love to see this one. Here we go. Have I pulled off the combo yet? Yes. It won us a match that would have otherwise not. I wouldn't have been able to win otherwise. Why are we talking about Path to Exile right now? I missed that part. Is my point on Ad Nauseam? Maybe they are. Sleight of hand. I really have to assume Ad Nauseam, right? We drew this, so I can't combo, but I was probably gonna combo anyway. Can I play around Pact plus Angel's Grace? I probably have to go for it, right? I think I have to go for it. The problem is that once my opponent just sets up shop, things get so much worse for us. So if they have Pact plus Grace, sure, we lose, but... So I can 16 them, which means that I should just 10 them. So this nets me mana and Valakut. So now my upkeep prior to the Pact, I can fetch, pay for that, then Pact for Dryad. Dryad swings, find another fetch land, and I can force them to have double Grace in order to not lose. They could have Path. If they had Path, then they give me the green source that I need, so it's fine. Prismatic Pentat Prism. Upkeep, fetch, reflecting pool, tapped. Boom. Boom. Pay. Try it. Serve, Valakut, fetch land. Yes, always yes, always yield. Angel's Grace. Okay, so now we're forcing them to have another Angel's Grace. And the combo on this very turn, otherwise they just lose. And they can't draw into the Grace, they just need to have it. Save targets over there. Right, upkeep, fetch, sweet. This is my favorite card against Ad Nauseam. Foundation Breaker, forces. Relic out. Explosives, I don't care. Cavern's fine. Castle's fine. Is Castle better than... Guess I can just cut a basic. Gretchen probably not great here. I don't necessarily agree. I don't necessarily agree because this can draw me into my interaction pieces. Even if my opponent has infinite counter spells, like if this just resolves, I can just go infinite. On the draw, turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, Blade Dryad, that's super slow. I think I'm gonna need better than that. Does have some interaction. And I'm holding on to the Gracer because I can just pitch it to, what's his name? Solo, thank you for the follow. For to go infinite, you have to have 2 amulets and it's actually Simeon, otherwise it's 4 mana to dig for cards. I prefer Explore. Yes, I know. Like, I know how the card works. What I'm trying to explain is the fact that the otherwise combo that I have is not enough, right? I have my Primeval Titan plus my Dryad plus all that stuff, but all of that is not enough to beat Ad Nauseam. Ad Nauseam very often does not care about any of that stuff. So because of that, I need to do better. Like, I need to do more. And Gretchen does more because it allows me to find interaction in order to prevent my opponent from doing the stuff that they're doing. If I knew that I could just, you know, play my combo and it was gonna be good, then I probably would not have Gretchen. I wouldn't need her. Because that's not the case. It's a little bit more deep. What is this deck? The one that I am playing, or the one that my opponent's playing? Is the Gretchen a meme or something we're trying? It's mostly a meme. I'm not gonna show my opponent Endurance. But note that Endurance, if I had one more land, Endurance would win this game. But I'm not gonna show them the Endurance because I can't pay for back to my upkeep. Maybe I should have played the Gracer. I was hoping to use the Gracer to pitch the Force. But I ended up being punished for that. So Pact of Negation. No Thought Seizes. Huh. No Thought Seizes at all. Ok. ¿Por qué no jugué el mono? Te acabo de explicarlo. Yeah, I think this hand is good. This is definitely a turn 1 Saga hand. Oh, just curious what the infinite means. If you have 2 Amulet of Vigors plus Gretchen plus Semi-Growth Chamber allows you to draw your entire deck. I think this is fine. Train tutor has been suspended. That's a fine draw, actually. 1, 2, 3. We can tighten here without even having to pact. Man, Azusa is so good. I love Azusa so much. Azusa is so freaking awesome. Now we have to make sure that we can pay for Pact. Garrison Vesuva. Copy that. Let's do... I think we can make the same thing that we did earlier. We can do fetch land plus Garenbrig. Last game they would have died to state base before you died to pact if I endurance. Oh, that's a great point, Hudson. That's a very, very good point. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I should have endurance when I would have won. You're very much correct. That was a mistake on my part. That's kind of sick. I hadn't thought about it. So I think I want to Dryad here. And we can make the same trick that we did before. Yeah, we can. So we're gonna go Dryad here. Play my Dryad. I didn't see Slaughter Pact. I didn't see any remove at all besides just Prismatic Ending. So I'm kind of YOLOing here. Maybe if they switch their sideboarding between games 2 and 3, I can get got by like a Path to Exile or a Slaughter Pact. Pact of Negation. Right. So let's do... So I have to double strike because I need to force my opponent to use one of their graces here. I have 6 mana. That is enough to map, crack, and transmute. But then I can't double strike, and I need to double strike. Because I need to make sure that this is lethal right now. Yeah, I know what the obvious line is. I'm trying to see if there's anything that I'm missing. We also need to keep in mind that endurance is potentially a win as well. So that's all the things that I'm thinking about right now. I don't want to just like tunnel vision into a line. I'm trying to think if going for a second Dryad is better or whether endurance is better. Like I have to double strike. That is just, I have to do that because I need to force my opponent to use an Angel's Grace here. But I'm thinking if I pact for Dryad that uses up my fetch land, no, I can't. I can do that second main. I can do that second main. Is that good enough? So I can go Vesuva Garrison, then attack, get Tolaria West, plus I would also like to not crack this fetch land. I can get Tolaria West off of the Titan attack. Yeah, I think that Pact for Endurance is also a thing that I can do. I think that is gonna be my line. We have to be aware that we already have one pack to pay for as is. So now we attack. So I would like to be able to pay for both packs here. Tolaria West, Sunhome. So I'm gonna have to fetch. Not necessarily, right? Because they could have Unlife. And if I pitch the Force to Endurance, then I don't pitch the Force to Unlife. So there's the Grace. Opponent down to 1. We knew about that. And now play that. That's another green source. So that is 1, 2, 3. So we need one more green source here. So I think I'm gonna bounce this Garrison and I'm gonna replay it as a growth chamber. And now this can bounce my T-West. And now we can transmute for Summoner's Pact and Expedition Map. So they're probably going to find Angel's Grace here. If they have the full combo with Pact of Negation backup, we will lose this game, I think. So there goes the Grace. Okay, they're still looking, so I don't need to do anything. Okay, they're going for it. So they have exactly one card left in hand. They have exactly one card left in hand. Summoner's Pact for Endurance. Evoke Endurance. Please shuffle your deck, opponent. Thank you very much. You may stack the top 2 cards of your deck. Sweet. We won on cleanup? That's pretty funny. So I guess that state-based effects happen on cleanup instead of happening on upkeep. We cleaned my opponent up, that's for sure. All right, see you next round. All right, last match of the league. This hand has Gretchen, so we keep, obviously. Single Simber to Slender is when they have control of your top, that's how you can't really do anything. Yeah, but a lot of people are just naming Druid here. I think so. We're just playing against UR Prowess. Yep. Man, I haven't played against UR Prowess in a minute. Gonna take it to 17. Could play Gretchen, but I think it's better for me to play Explore. Try to find my lands. If I find a bounce land, then I'm Gucci. Was not lucky enough, but now next turn I can double spell. And I have more info. So best draw off the top would be a land. I mean, bounce land would be incredible, right? Oh, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I should have held on to the breeding pool in case I draw a second AmuLIT. That was a small misstep, but a misstep nonetheless. I should have held on to the breeding pool so I could play it tapped and net me 1 extra mana in case of AmuLIT. Swift Spear. It's a lot of damage. Gonna see that Laban art going towards my face. Probably not, because he will take from the Delirium, funny enough. That's a lot of explores, man. That's a lot of explores. So let's do that first. Explore, look for a bounce land. Easy bounce land. Okay, bounce land, find this, play that. Green. I can play Gretchen here. I think it's more important for me to play Gretchen as just as a no-4 blocker. Because I'm gonna be at a virtual 7 as is. Damn, I'm so close to stabilizing. Could have Explore there, but if I explore, then I'm not really drawing towards anything. That sucks. Also, we're not playing Radiant Fountain in the main deck, right? So I think we're gonna have to throw the Dryad in front of one of these two. It's way too likely that I die otherwise, right? Starfire face. Did I foul it last league? Yeah, I did. Bold face. So if we top deck another Pact or... That's not lethal because my opponent does not have two... They don't have 2 mountains, so that's not lethal. They can bring it down to 1. And if I draw another Dryad, a Titan, or a Summoner's Pact, I think I can win the game. Opponent should have not leveled out there. Like, it just doesn't achieve anything. We're just missing points for no reason. Oh, they were just slow rolling the other land. Never mind. Literally just slow rolling me. Wouldn't have gotten there anyway. Okay, so Prowess. We like those. We like these. We don't like these. Like that one. Don't like these. Like that one. Am I doing this? I think I'm bringing the one off. Play around Blood Moon. It's hella sketchy. Gretchen was worse than Wall of Omens. No, because we wouldn't have been able to cast Wall of Omens. That's not true. We had white from the Dryad mana, so I guess you're right. I think Soul Guide is just better than Relic against Prowess. God damn it. Where are my lands, man? I'm playing 31 of those motherfuckers. Come on. I mean, I'm gonna keep this one though. Where are my lands? Willow Blossom Sin Amulet. Jeez. Wow. Can we find more of that one? It's more Lance. I like Lance. Lance, 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 off the top. Lance, off the top. Remember when Sprite Dragon was playable in this deck? Remember when Sprite Dragon was a playable Magic card in the archetype? Hey! Now let's have my opponent not play a Blood Moon, and let's have us draw an untapped land. I just got this feeling that I'm just gonna top deck a fucking Foundation Breaker or something like that, you know? Makes me uneasy. Makes me uneasy to think that that's gonna be the case. Oh no, they left the card on top. Card's messed up. Dude, like, iteration is like $10 in paper. Like, how insane is that? How ridiculous is it that this stupid uncommon is $10? I mean, it does make sense because nobody drafted this format. Right? Like, nobody drafted Strixhaven because it happened during the pandemic. So, like, it makes sense, but at the same time, it's just so ridiculous. Imagine for a second my opponent not having a mutagenic growth there, right? I guess I should have... Yeah, I guess I should have... I shouldn't have done this. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Never mind, I'm great. See what's a bad for with 0 cards worth more than $20. Yeah, that's fair. Also, again, like, nobody just played the format because the format, you know, happened when everybody was stuck inside their home, so. Blood Moon. Yeah! LFG. You don't have another Blood Moon opponent. Come on. Get out of here. Get out of... You don't have another Blood Moon. What are you trying to do right now? Let's go. Next game. You don't have another Blood Moon. Told you. Why would they pay in the worst possible way? The literal worst possible way for them to tap their mana. Ritual Blood Moon, god damn it. Tarfire. Tarfire. Rah. Rah. That's the sound of the Tarfire. Rah. Tarfire face. Go. Come on, man. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. You can do better than this. God damn it. Not gonna attack. Am I dead to double bolt? I'm dead to double bolt, dude. This is frustrating. I wanted to see what happened. 50 PPs. Alright, that could have been a lot worse though. That could have been a lot worse. I have to be honest, I did not have really high hopes for for good old Gretchen. I didn't have that many high hopes, but like not being able to get my PD chest, it's brutal. As far as a real AmuLIT list, what would I play if I wanted to play AmuLIT? Where is it? Well, I can't find it, so I'm just gonna make a new copy of this and just make the changes over here. Obviously, we don't want this. There. Cards that I do like, cards that I don't like. I think I would like to have access to the 4th Gracer over here. I think the mana base is fine. I could see wanting Radiant Fountain in the main deck, but it's not a necessity by any stretch of the imagination. I have liked Relics, so I would probably just keep that. So this is probably what I would be doing. Second cavern over second pool. That's an option. Yeah, I can see that. Either second cavern or Radiant Fountain. That's a way to save up on a sideboard slot. Or we can do this. The thing is, I'm not too high on the second cavern, honestly. Like, which decks play counter magic? It's just kind of a waste. I would like to have access to a card for the Elementals matchup. Like, I don't think the Elementals matchup is good at all. And I don't think Dismember is the answer there either. Is Stronghold Comfort better than Garrison? I'm playing both. I assume you mean battlements? And better is not the word that I would use. They're different. I like this better. I like this better. I don't know, it's not objectively better. Like both options have a reason, and if you agree with that reason, then you should probably play it out. Better is my least favorite word. Yeah, better in the abstract. A lot of people just say better, and oftentimes people mean like better right now, or like, you know, it's better positioned or something like that. But sometimes people just mean better in the abstract, and when it's better in the abstract, it's just like, well, no. Like, this is better than, you know, Colossal Dreadmo in the abstract, but that's kind of it. You know, like those are the comparisons that are only reasonable. Everything else has value within context. Okay, so what was I doing? Oh yeah, Cavern in the sideboard. Yeah, no, I don't think I want a second Cavern. Like, if you wanted to, that's an option, but I do think I like Relics better than Bojukebog. I just think that Bojukebog in this list is just not very good. Like, it's good if you get paired against something like Dredge, right? Against the Dredge decks, against those kind of decks, like Bojukebog, just having it in your deck is just awesome. But against the current decks that we see right now, you need to be able to blow up their graveyard at instant speed. So that's why Soul Guide, Relic, these are the options that we're going for now. Torpor for elements. I mean, Torpor, yeah, I mean, it just blanks your Primeval Titan and your Gracer, but I mean, I was thinking about it. I was going over the Modern Lands deck, because that's the other list that I was planning on potentially playing today on stream, and I was gonna be testing Hushbringers in the sideboard. We won't have time to play this list, but this is what I was looking at to play today, and kind of like respect the Elementals matchup, and, you know, at the same time also respect the Yawgmoth matchup as well. E-main over the second. I'm a big fan of the second Azusa. If I wanted to play E in the main deck, I would play it over the Relic. I think I'd be liking the Relic better, but if you wanted to play explosives in the main deck, just cut the Relic, play explosives. Are we just supposed to play this member? Is this member really the best that we can do against elementals? Is this member really the best that we can do? How is sideboard Chalice? I think that the first copy of Chalice is very good. Like, it has a ton of value against the Living End, against the Cascade decks. Void Mirror. This thing about Void Mirror is that, like, you can Chalice for it, and Void Mirror also blanks your Summoner's Backs. Archetype of Endurance. Alright, mistaken, solved it. Mistaken, solved it. I mean, I guess I'm down to try it. I kind of am that desperate. I just don't think we have good options. I just don't think we have good alternatives. Snakeskin Veil. It's probably not great. We're in real bad shape when we're looking at Torpor in our top. Yes, we are. You would be very correct. But I just think that the Elementals deck just completely... Like, the Elementals deck just completely messes us up. Like, we cannot outgrind that deck. I mean, no deck can outgrind it, that's kind of the point. So deck better than theirs under Orb. I guess you're a Saga deck and they do nothing. Yes, our deck is much, much better. This triggers on to attack. This doesn't stop the attack triggers. So you're effectively time walking your Titan, but like you're attacking with it the following turn, so you're fine. Obviously, our deck is a lot better than theirs. Like their deck doesn't function if there's a Torpor Orb. They're paying 3 mana for 1/1. 5 mana for a 3/2 lifelink. Those are not good deals. Yeah, this is what I would probably be testing. Just throwing some awful Torpor Orb. Do you absolutely need this Chalice? I mean, do you have a better alternative against Living End and fucking the Rhinos deck? I'm all ears. I am all ears, House. Plague Engineer? Sure. Let that sink in. Just play more Relics or Endurance. I mean, how does that help you against Rhinos? Been playing for Relic in my 75. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I was going towards, right? This could be Relics. Just put an E to play like I think Rhinos isn't that bad. I mean, Solitude and Force of Vigor and Force of Negation are very real cards. I don't think that Explosives helps a lot in the matchup, but I don't think that you can just be like, oh yeah, Explosives, though. We're good to go. Torpor Titan is interesting. I didn't say it was great. I just said I was desperate and I needed to start making some desperate plays. Also, the new Rhinos lists are so bad for us. Like, they just play bunch of Blood Moons and like Force of Vigors don't do anything at all against their stuff. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. I think I would start here. I could see a third Explosives. That's the only other change that I could see happening. It's not great. This is what I look like when we listen to the box. Oh well, thank you. Welcome to the stream, Dr. Nelly. Yeah. I guess this is what. Think of the follow. I guess this is what's up. Like, I'm not stoked about this. Again, I'm just not stoked about AmuLIT's positioning in the metagame at all right now. So it's not just, you know, this. I am overall just not stoked about AmuLIT right now. But if I were to play AmuLIT, if I had to play AmuLIT for whatever reason, I would probably play something like this. Who knows, though? Who knows? Best of luck if you're trying to play AmuLIT in an event. That's gonna be it for this league, though. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Leave me a comment down below if you have anything to say, and take care. Bye-bye.